Good morning everybody, welcome back to day 5 of our Moroccan adventure. And yeah, it's our last day in the camp. We're just about to leave and head back to a small town of Mhamid, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours on by 4x4. And yeah, so for this morning, we got up nice and early as usual, headed out for sunrise. And yeah, a little bit cloudy this morning, but the sun sort of soon went above those clouds and got some great light. Managed to see a few camels in the distance as well, which was really good. I think I've managed to get some good shots of that. Like a couple of camels surrounded by the entire desert.
This was a really nice surprise, and I definitely didn't expect it. A lot of the images of camels in the desert I saw before coming here were more staged and organised shoots, so it was nice to get some more natural looking images. Although, to be honest, I think these are the camels they use at the nearby camps to organise the rides.
Yeah, sort of headed back, and just as it was getting too warm, had some breakfast, and yeah, we're just sort of chilling out at the moment, and we'll probably be heading back in about 10 minutes. And yeah, once we get to Mhamid, it'll be about a 3-hour drive to our next hotel. And yeah, it'll be similar to where we are now in terms of the landscape, probably a little bit more rocky. So to be honest, we're kind of reaching the leg in which I don't really know what to expect. It's not really a very touristy area of Morocco, so that can be kind of good and bad. I think, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like it's been a really good adventure so far, and it's been really varied. But I think as we head towards our next leg of the trip, we're going to be heading along the coast, and that's just going to be totally different again. So really looking forward to that. So yeah, going to get going.
On our way from Mhamid to our hotel, we did come across a caravan of camels. I believe that's the correct term when they travel together. It looked like a popular crossing across the road by the look of the worn trail. Again, I'm not sure if these camels were completely wild either. It did, however, break up what was quite an uneventful journey. There wasn't really much to speak of, but I think we've just been spoiled with the amazing landscape we've seen so far. We made it to our hotel, and to be honest, we were both blown away by the setting, as you can see here. One thing I would say is all the hotels we stayed in were excellent, and most of all, brilliant value for money. For most of that day, we took the opportunity to relax and cool down after what was a really hot few days in the desert.
And we've got to our hotel for the night, and yeah, really good hotel actually. It's got a pool, which is really good after the desert anyway. It's been a nice relaxing day. Haven't really done too much. We just sort of got out of the desert, drove to Mhamid, and then Mhamid straight to the hotel. So it's probably about 5 hours in the car today, so not too bad. But yeah, we just sort of have come here and sort of went straight to the pool, and we've just sort of spent the afternoon by the pool, which was really nice. So yeah, this sort of area, I suppose, it's sort of very rural, but in terms of like photographic opportunities, I don't think there is too much around here. We might go for a drive a little bit later on, just to see what we can see from the car. But yeah, I think today's more about just relaxing and just taking it a bit easy after quite a hectic few days, particularly in Marrakesh and the desert. it's got to sunset now, and yeah, just I said earlier, it's not really a day for photography, but there is a great view, probably literally about 10 meters from our hotel room. It's not the most glamorous of areas I'm standing in. It's sort of a bit of a builder's yard at the moment, but there is quite a nice view from here. We've got some nice sort of palm trees in the foreground and a really great looking sort of mountain in the background.
It wasn't a day to be rushing around trying to find some photos, which I sort of expected at this stage in the trip. So I just saw it as an opportunity to rest and recharge after a frantic few days with the camera. The next morning we got back on the road and headed to the small town of Tafraoute. This was our second longest day in the car in terms of distance covered. I think it was about 300 kilometers. I didn't film too much on this leg of the journey, mainly because some of the roads we were driving on were very twisty, and also it was at high altitude, so we both weren't feeling 100% at this time. I did stop the car every now and again to take some photos of the really amazing rock patterns and colours. We eventually rolled into town, and as we went back down to sea level, we felt much better.
So we've made it to our next destination. It's about an hour's drive away from Agadir, and yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful little town. Not very touristy at all, but very picturesque and very beautiful. And yeah, we've sort of checked in, got here about 2 o'clock, and yeah, we just sort of sat by the pool and chilled out and waited out the midday sun. And yeah, in terms of like photographic opportunities, there isn't much here, to be honest. I did a little bit of research before coming and couldn't really find much. It's kind of one of those places that you just sort of turn up and, you know, play it by the conditions. As we were driving in, I noticed this valley, which you can see behind me, which is really, really beautiful. I just love, you know, all the houses kind of embedded into the mountain. Yeah, it's really beautiful. So literally it's about a 10 minute drive from the hotel, so yeah, it's literally sort of stopped over by the side of the road, and I've got the long lens on and I'm just sort of picking out little frames in the distance. But yeah, as you can see, it's golden hour at the moment, so getting some really nice light coming through. So yeah, just gonna wait around here for a few more minutes. It's probably not worth, you know, driving around too much, to be honest. You know, I'm just sort of settled on this place.
And this is the image I got. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.